Bible prophecy is active and unfolding daily. Zechariah 12, Isaiah 17, Psalm 83, Ezekiel 38. Here is what the LameStream Media is not telling you. Shalom, my friends. Welcome to this week's newscast. From the Jerusalem Post, Israeli Defense Minister Avigdor Lieberman told a press briefing on Monday last week, quote, "There is a fundamental change in the security situation in the region, and the situation is fragile and volatile," close quote. The new situation includes a massive Russian presence in Syria, precision weapons introduced in the area, with both Hezbollah and other elements trying to get precise weapons, and a dramatic acceleration in the Iranian military industry. And he added that the Iranian military budget was growing at a much faster rate than the IDF budget. Wowee! I'm not kidding. You certainly do not want to miss Pastor JD's November 26th Middle East update, my friends. And, you know, I gotta tell you, aside from time getting weird, and aside from the unpredictable flux in everyone's lives that I talked about in last Saturday's Walk in the Word, and aside from all the signs and world events that are escalating, there's a greater anointing being placed on Elohim's shepherds and prophets like I have never seen before. And Pastor JD is one very good example. Honestly, his anointing, as far as I can see from his recent videos, is greater than before. Again, if you haven't watched his November 26th Middle East update yet, be sure to click the link I have for you below. Also, join me this Thursday, my friends, as I talk about how our relationship with Elohim works. I'm going to talk about how we pitch tents with him and how we go about being washed by and growing in his word. I'll see you then. Turning to wars and rumors of wars, on Tuesday, November 21st, from Newsweek, the commander of Lebanon's armed forces instructed his troops, which are celebrating recent victories against jihadi groups on the country's restive eastern border with Syria, to be fully ready to deal with a potential attack from Israel, saying, quote, "I call on you to be fully prepared at the southern border to face the threats from the Israeli enemy." Then on Friday, November 24th, from CNN, between 25 and 30 armed men wearing military uniforms arrived in 5 SUVs at the Al-Roda Sufi Mosque in Bir al-Abed in northern Sinai during Friday prayers. In a bomb and gun attack, they killed 305 people and wounded another 128, with 27 children among the dead. At least one of the attackers carried an ISIS flag. The gunmen also opened fire on ambulances as they transported the wounded. One survivor who had been covered by the bodies of other victims said the attackers went around the mosque to ensure that everyone was dead. From Haaretz, Egypt boasts the largest army in the Arab world. The Egyptian army does not lack for the resources to fight a counterinsurgency war in Sinai, including mobile armored vehicles and attack helicopters. And Israel has green-lighted every Egyptian request to reinforce its units in Sinai. Turning to our Intifada update on Thursday, November 23rd, from the Times of Israel, the IDF arrested 5 members of a terror group who admitted to throwing a number of bombs at Israeli traffic on the tunnel road leading to Jerusalem from Gush Etzion, near Beit Jalah in the West Bank. And looking at our review of last week's news, there's a massive Russian presence that has developed in Syria. Precision weapons have been introduced with both Hezbollah and other elements trying to get precise weapons and a dramatic acceleration of Iran's presence. The commander of Lebanon's armed forces has instructed his troops to be fully prepared at the southern border to face threats from Israel. In a bomb and gun attack, ISIS killed 305 people, wounded another 128, with 27 children among the dead, and the IDF arrested 5 terrorists who admitted to throwing a number of bombs at Israeli traffic in the West Bank. And that, my friends, is what the LameStream Media is not telling you. Abba willing, I'll see you here again next week. Until then, keep your wicks trimmed and keep your lamps burning bright. Shalom.
Crowded rooms, I need more space than I consume. Enough is time alone with you, underneath a naked moon, sharing confidential moods and making chatter. Mockingbird nocturnal sings notations of eternal things, entering the quantum breeze, flying not for want of wings. He lights his gaze on you and me, simply because we matter.